Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I had to think there. I know. We just have so much fun here that the days all blur into one. We have an amazing show lined up for you. It is a brand new live launch here on this fabulous, if a little bit rainy Wednesday. Our Winter Woodland animals have come to join us for this show. Do not miss out. There is lots of snowfall, very, very cute creatures, and just a lovely little dash of winter magic. So do not miss a minute of our show today. Let me introduce myself and my fabulous team. My name is Rebecca and I am going to be hosting today's show. Very, very excited. I couldn't believe it when I checked this was on my schedule. What a treat to be taking you through this collection. In the producer's station we have Jess. Good morning, Jess. She is amazing, handling everything behind the scenes for our show today. And in our demonstration station, oh my goodness, it's Kat.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kat.
Hi.
I think you've hit the jackpot with this kit.
I really have.
It's so beautiful. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah.
1 week into the summer holes with the boys?
Yeah, and they're away camping this week, so I've got a week to myself.
Ooh, nice.
So, yeah.
House to yourself?
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
what could be better than that? And the kids having a good time camping?
Yeah, they only went yesterday, so I think it's been a bit wet so far, but we'll see how they get on.
Absolutely. I mean, rain is just...
Not my problem.
Absolutely. Rain is just standard when you go camping here in the UK. We all, you know, it does make us laugh, doesn't it? Let's have a little look at this week's Win It Weekly. Okay, up for grabs this week is our fabulous Moonstone Dies Garden Nature Interlace Ultimate Collection. Look at these. Ooh, they're so pretty. We've got such an amazing selection for you, including all 4 of these fabulous garden nature dies that you can interlace. Okay, they're worth $59.96. We've got 2 lucky winners and we would like you to like, share and comment. What summerstone fruit is a member of the rose family? Is it A, a coconut, B, a mango, or C, a peach?
Ooh.
I know. It's very good trivia. Let us know. There is one answer that's in the lead. We'll be announcing that on Friday. But I think we're all ready to have a look at this absolutely divine collection. It is our Winter Woodland. Okay, so hopefully that is absolutely just giving you a little bit of a taste of what is to come. It's so pretty, this kit, this Winter Woodland kit that we have got for you. We've got a huge bundle with the toppers, the inserts and the little book. Look at that amazing pack shot that could be coming to you. It's saved £10. It's huge. You get toppers in here, inserts, double-sided papers maybe add, and a fabulous 120-page square little book, all for the absolute incredible price of $29.97. And look at your discounts, $28.47 just for signing in for a Club Hunky Dory account. And if you are a Diamond member, that is $26.97 for all of that Winter Woodland crafty goodness. Oh my goodness. It's fabulous. It's phenomenal. You need it in your life, don't you, Kat? I think
100%. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's not just Christmas. It's going to take you through all those winter birthdays and everything as well. It's gorgeous.
It really is. That is what we have tried to do with this kit. Obviously, it will cover all of your festivities over the Christmas period, but like Kat say, it will definitely cover you with all those winter birthdays that you just want that little nod, but you don't want a tree or a Father Christmas or a stocking, but you want to acknowledge the time of year, you know, just like we do with our summer crafting. We get all our flowers out, we get all our bright colours. We'd want to do the same for our winter our winter babies, our winter friends. So let's just dive right in, shall we, and have a look at this kit. We can already see our little badger friend here. An inspiration sheet, which is just mighty fine. Giving you all that inspiration, and you can make these lovely cards at home with this kit when you get it home. So much potential for your crafting. I mean, look at these toppers. Again, just divine, absolutely divine, stunning, majestic animals. I love the way the artwork is. No one does animal artwork like us. It is rather fabulous. Just sort of that semi-realistic style. Like I said, I always say that's my favourite for animals. Not too photographic, not too cartoony either. Just that wonderful kind of artistic kind of look to this. But still super realistic. You know, they just look magnificent, don't they? You've got the really handsome fox on a couple of those toppers. The bunny, and there he is, little Mr. Badger. Frames in frames, two gorgeous chunky borders with little flurries of snow and holly on there. Again, you see the really elegant swirls on this collection. Gorgeous subdued colour palette as well of blacks, greys, browns. Super rustic feel to this, really charming. Again, you've got that soft snowfall in that black and grey, you know, the colours of the badger there with that just delicate kind of wheat sheaves and those holly. Again, just look, a magnificent piece of cardstock. You can be doing a Z-fold with that, a stepper. You could fussy cut that badger out, absolutely. The choice is yours. You're going to be able to make so many cards with this. Just for birthdays and for Christmas. And then this is your foiled piece of cardstock here for that one. So that is just, oh, look at that. Again, you could be getting 2 or 3 cards out of that, fussy cutting, whatever you want to do. It is matte-tastic as well, which is just not only goes with the kit so well with that beautiful crisp snowy vibe, it does mean that you can add a plethora of finishes to this, whether it's a bit of glimmer mist, a little bit of inking, maybe you want to distress it a little bit further with some sandpaper or some scissors. Moving on, we have a Winter Wonderland here. And you can really see that is just the clues in the name. Look at that handsome wolf there. Again, that fabulous, I love owls. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just think they're just magnificent creatures. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. Have an extra special day. As you can see there, the sentiment, a happy birthday and just for you. So great for all those non-Christmas occasions. Let it snow. And what else have you got? Oh, you've got the little trio there, which I love. We've got some cards that use all 3 of those because they're the same shape and size, so you can be a little bit extra and use all 3. So this is it. So you're going to get for all 4 designs that I'm showing you, you're going to get 2 of each. So you're going to get 2 of that topper sheet, you're going to get 2 of this piece of cardstock, the printed one with the owl. You're also going to get 2 of this wonderful one with that foiling on there, and the wolf there in that really nice sort of frosty blue colour there. Really stunning. Again, just that subtle bit of foiling on the top, absolutely delightful. And then we have our little feathered friends, our winter birds. I love the shape of these toppers.
They are so fancy, aren't
so
they?
fancy, so unusual. We do bring them out every so often, but these are absolutely spectacular. Just look at those fancy label shapes that you've got in here. Just really doing justice to our fabulous feathered friends. Look at that pheasant. Isn't he cute? Oh, I love it. And then you've got the For You, you've got Wishing You Comfort and Joy at Christmas. Again, 2 borders, the lovely green holly one and that beautiful rustic brown one. You've got the pheasant pair there, so great for couples cards or neighbours. And then again, the little wren. Oh, how sweet. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't he? And again, you've got the couple one there as well. So you can be catering to just a multitude of recipients, like whether it is couples or solo friends and family. It's absolutely covered with this kit. Again, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Again, I could see 2, 3 cards out of this at least. Challenge yourselves. We know you guys love to do that at home. And then your printed one with that, again, that soft grey snowfall and that forest green tartan. Oh, absolutely phenomenal, to die for. And then you've got our forest friends here, of course. And look at that deer there, just so beautiful, isn't he? With that gorgeous, oh, I think this is a female deer, isn't it? And then you've got your squirrel there, the red squirrel. And then again, your little toppers, absolutely jam-packed. You've got Happy Christmas, thinking of you, thank you so much, and wonderful winter birthday wishes there. I love that. just delicately foiled snowflakes throughout. You get a little bit of touch of that rustic wood pattern with those swirls. Again, that corner is so great for fussy cutting. And then finally just this one here as well, with that little foil border on there. Soft snowfall, and that deer as well. It just looks like it's been watercoloured in. Absolutely beautiful. But for your bundle, you're not only going to get that, all of that as well, times 2 by the way. You're going to get wonderful inserts and papers to go with this. 24 inserts and 12 double-sided papers. These are just going to finish your cards off spectacularly. You're going to open these cards, see one of these inside, and it is going to look so professional, so luxurious, so expensive. Again, you can foil these if you want to. You can pop them through your printers. You can stamp onto these and get all of your pens and mediums out on there. And then these are a bit fancy as well, aren't they?
Gorgeous, aren't they?
Aren't they just absolutely? Again, you get patterns that are sort of echoed in the kit, but taken that little bit further. We've got that tartan pattern with those pine cones. Again, I love pine cones in the winter. They are stunning. With that all over holly pattern, we get this rather fancy little paisley pattern here. That is rather beautiful. It looks so suede-y. And then you get the winter trees, the all-over palette of greys in there, the snowflakes in that blue, the grey swirls, and then finally a nice kind of soft ivory snowfall. And then the other side has your rustic wood grain with those pine cones on. Again, matte finish. They feel absolutely beautiful to the touch, and again, you can add all your finishes. And then finally, before we go to our demo, I mean, I say finally like it's a bit of an afterthought. This is a 120 page little book that, if you think about it, when you're getting that bundle, this is £9.99 on its own. The bundle saves £10. So in essence, this is a free gift. 6 pages of, sorry, is it 4? Let me count. Oh no, 6 pages of sentiments in there, tags, buttons, banners, everything you could imagine, just to stretch that kit out a little bit further. And then some artwork that we've again taken a little bit further out of the collection, like this gorgeous bear, absolutely stunning. And again, you've got those little like raccoons in there, those little cubs, gorgeous winter cubs. Look at that. Perfect for a new winter arrival, I think, these baby animals. Aww. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Again, we've got the really handsome wolf in here, the wren. So whatever if you've got a favourite in this collection, you're going to have it in the little book. Do not worry. You can decoupage these. Again, add your dies, your stamps, whatever you want to do. Simply mat and layer them and use your scraps up. Absolutely fine. That really, really fabulous fox there. I love him. The squirrel. Everybody's got a favourite sort of animal and winter animal, haven't they? Again, I love the owls, the foxes. They just really are such wonderful animals, and just done in the most special style. The design team have outdone themselves with this kit. Again, lots of things you can be chopping into. You could be making an aperture with this, using that as a frame, separating that into 2 cards. Again, we get that wonderful winter sort of kingfisher there amongst the pine cones. The squirrel there, again, lots of borders to chop into here with this little book. The wonderful little white bunny just nestling there in the snow. So heartwarming, so charming. Again, you get the male stag there, the little white snowy owl, and again, we're coming to the front of our huge little book on here, our square little book, and the bunny there, the grey bunny, again, just adorned with corners of holly. So we love that. That is everything that you could be getting in that ginormous bundle, and look at the cards you can make. We've got an easel here, just absolutely stunning with that badger there. Again, this is what I was saying, this trio of animals, don't they look amazing all together? They'd make a great sort of triple easel or triple stepper. We've got a little bit of paper weaving on here with our little book and our double-sided papers. We've got this one, just bringing in that snowy acetate as well. Really does look stunning. Mixing and matching the toppers and the frames, having everything at funky angles. And then as well, we have got this really cool little fold back, which features 2 of those beautiful badgers looking the opposite way. So it's really, really cool, this one. That's been made by our lovely Barbara. But we want to see some more makes, don't we? So we're going to head over to the demonstration station.
Yay!
Yay, it's time
So,
to craft.
I am working with the badger today.
Are you?
Yes. But I'm being very, very naughty and giving you a sneak peek of something we've got coming up later in the show.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Well, how exciting.
Because I love breaking the rules.
Why not? It's crafter's prerogative, isn't it?
So I'm taking the plain badger cardstock. And by plain, I mean it's not foiled. It is anything but plain.
I was just thinking the same. I was like, yeah, that's it exactly. And to be honest, it doesn't need it, does it, on this one? Because there's so much design on that cardstock. Like you say, it's a million miles from plain.
Yeah. So this is the piece I'm keeping. I've done a just under 7x7 layer there. So you've got this gorgeous piece to use another time. And I've done myself a 7x7, what's that called?
Mirri mat?
Mirri mat, that's the one. It's because I've got a lot to do. My brain's trying to process what to do first.
To be honest, it's quite easy to be overwhelmed with this kit.
Yeah.
It is an absolute showstopper. I don't know where the designers pulled this out of the bag, but we're so grateful.
So, normally I would go in with my construction glue here, but I'm wanting to cut an aperture out of this cardstock.
Okay.
So you can do it with your construction glue and give it a while to dry, or go in with your tape and you can do it straight away. So I'm just making sure I've got a good coverage, so even when I've taken my aperture out, it's going to stick in all the right places. So I'll just go on with my glue tape. So I'll probably end up talking to myself while I do this one.
This is absolutely
quite
fine.
a few elements that I need to make sure I get in the right order.
Oh, of course.
So if I just keep stopping and going, it's just because I'm reminding myself what to do.
This is absolutely fine. We love an in-depth demo, so we are here for it, Kat. Do not worry.
So we're just going to line that up. So I'm going to make sure I'm happy with the position of those three sides, and then I can slowly layer that into place. And I get my nice mat and layer. So we're going to take our badger friend out of the frame here.
Beautiful.
And we're going to pop out the outer frame, take out the middle border, and then pop the topper to one side for decorating purposes later on. So we're going to take the frame and we're going to use this as a guide for where I want to put my aperture, so I know exactly how much to cut. So if you've got a pencil, I'm sure I saw one here before, I'm just going to go up into this top right hand corner.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the inside as a guide, and I know I can cut a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
And it's all going to be covered by that frame. So you can go in with your trimmer, or you can use your ruler and your craft knife like I'm doing here.
Yeah, that's it. Like you say, the frame you've chosen, it's got a nice thick edge, so you'll be absolutely fine with your, you know, like you say, you can give yourself a little bit of room, can't you?
You
manage.
Yeah, the metal cutting edges come out of this ruler.
No.
So it was trying to cut the plastic rather than the thing, but we've sorted it, just a little bit unexpected. So we're just gonna softly go around here to take out this aperture. Said it doesn't have to be perfect. It is gonna be fully concealed by the time we have finished the card. So you could even freehand it if you wanted to. It's not the biggest deal. So we've got that. And then we put that to one side. I have gone in and I've taken some of that beautiful paper and I've cut this to a mat and layer of 8x8 with the gold mirror there. We're not going to fasten that down yet. What we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to place this on here where we want it.
Okay.
And we're going to use this as a guide again. Grey pencil on that grey background might not be the easiest to see, but there we go. And again, we're just going to cut this out, but we're going to do this before adhering it to the gold.
Okay.
All will become clear, I promise.
Okie dokie.
And we just take that out. Again, this is all going to be covered up, so you don't need to worry about that as long as it's large than that. So then we can stick this to here, she says, because the next little bit of cutting I have to do, it all needs to be together.
Yeah.
So again, it might be easier if I put my tape on the back here.
Cool.
In fact, I've got a little bit of time for it to dry. So if I
Yeah,
had
you're
any
going to go in with your
construction
glue. You've got a bottle in your craft box.
That's my empty stand-up bottle. Oh, I need some construction glue. I can't get through the day without construction glue. Hang on. We've got some here. There we go. I nearly had the panic of my life. And you will, because it's this matte paper anyway, you will get quite a nice quick adhesion with your...
Yeah, that's it. It does absorb a little bit better into the matte papers.
Just pop this down here. And we're going to leave that to dry for a minute as well. So then I've got those two component parts of that. We are going to go over, and I am picking a piece of this beautiful parchment. Sorry for the sneak peek, but I don't care because just look how gorgeous
It's so nice.
So what I want to do is I'm going to use this frame to frame the badger, but if I just put the frame straight on where your guidelines on are here, you're going to cut into that badger's face. So I'm just going to cut a little bit over the guideline.
Yep.
Just to give me a bit more room. But you can see, even though I've come about a centimetre over, you're not wasting those at all. You've still got all that gorgeous detail
it looks absolutely fine for it. Yeah, we are definitely going to be showing you this in the next section. Faith on Facebook has asked us if when we do show it, can we pop some mirror behind it? So we'll grab a piece of mirror and we'll do that for you, Faith. That's no problem. Piece of gold here. Get this one, Jess. Yeah. But it will look phenomenal whatever you put behind it, do not worry. Very, very excited. I think this has been...
Let's go with the tape because that's taken a while to come down. Yeah, well, this is why I've cut that gold aperture window, so we've got the mirror shining behind because it just gives it such a gorgeous, gorgeous effect.
Yeah, it almost lights it up, doesn't it?
Nice choice of words.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I think I know what's coming. Maybe. We'll see.
Tape off here.
Nobody go anywhere. I think it was Catherine that said she had to make a brew, but she didn't go anywhere. Just don't. The kettle can wait.
The kettle can wait in this instance. So we're going to pop this over. So I'm just going to pop it where I'm happy with the placement, which I think is about there, and then I can trim away the excess.
Ooh, that looks so good on there. So great as well if you've got middle frames to use up as well. Again, you can just be framing these gorgeous parchment images perfectly.
You certainly can. Okay, so next up, I'm going to add some foam pads to the back of here. And then we will get on to our little light up element, maybe, possibly.
How exciting.
So I'm going to pop these round. So yeah, maybe not the quickest demo in the world, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end.
I think it's going to be worth it. I think this is the kit that you're going to be buying for your most special friends and family, putting all that time, all that love into it and making some spectacular projects.
So I'm going to take this piece here that we've cut and I'm going to flip it onto the reverse. I'm going to take some of my tape and we're just going to do a little border all the way around because I found this is trial and error when you're using lights. And I am going to do it from start to finish. Again, I know it's going to take a bit of time, but if not, you're not used to using them, you want to know how you can make them work and how you can manipulate them into shape. So I thought I would take that little bit of extra time today and show you how to do it. So if you've got a nice tacky surface going all the way around your aperture, and we'll just take this off. Again, you can use your red liner tape if you want for this, but they're just a normal double-sided tape is sticky enough. They do adhere very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not at the same time, because you might want to lift up and reposition and get things right. It's not too sticky that you can't get them back up again at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah. Red tape is going nowhere.
It's not.
Yeah, so yeah, like you say, double-sided is great for this project. I'm so excited for this.
So I've gone in and I've just got a set of little craft lights. You can pick these up off various craft stores, Amazon and stuff, and they're really reasonably priced. So we're just going to unfurl these, stretch them out, and then the first thing you want to do before you do anything else is check that they work, because there is nothing worse, and it's happened to me, that you do it, you stick it all down, and then you turn them on and they don't work.
They just don't work.
They don't work. So what I need to make sure is that my finishing position is over this side here. So I'm just going to mark where I want that to go, so I know this is where I want this end coming round. And then we're just going to start sticking them down, and you'll see they manipulate really easily. So it's going to look like a little bit of a hodgepodge mess at the back, but nobody's going to see it.
Yeah, exactly.
So just you thingy them up until you're happy with like how they're placed about, and you can, like I said, you can take them off and reposition them. So we're just going to try and keep them as close to that edge as possible. Just keep winding them up and back, and if once you get to the end you've got too many or too little, you can go back and reposition and replay, and just keep twisting that wire. This is the beauty of it, and you can always snip away at the end of this wire as well. Once you get to this end, you can cut at any point, as long as you're not cutting from the top, and they'll still work. So let's bring this round. I'm going to stretch this one up a little bit, I think. But you can see it's not a hard thing to do. It looks like some kind of wire game, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you just know that these are going to look so good. And again, imagine your recipient receiving this. You know, they get the card out, the envelope, they're going to go, oh, what a lovely card. And you'll be like, no, wait, turn it on, turn it on.
Look on the inside, there's a switch. What could a switch possibly be for? So that's it. So just make sure that all your wire's down and that it's hidden. If you want to squish it back in up to the tape so it holds in place, you can do that. I'm just going to turn it to the front. We're just going to have a little look round, make sure that's looking okay, and I think it is even enough for what we want to do. So we're going to go back onto this piece here, and we need to thread this through so we get a nice neat look for our card. So we're going to take this, we're going to pop it onto our card blank. Again, try and keep that up that way. And hopefully I'll show you how you can get this mechanism into the back of your card in a neat way as possible.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do that, and we're just going to cut a little slit out of the side here. So again, you can draw it on first, but you don't need to be. Again, this is all going to be covered up as long as we're not going to come past that 7-inch mark. We're just going to cut this, and just, you might need to go through a couple of times because obviously going through 2 lots of cardstock and a paper.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Cool.
Now that bit's done. I need to put some foam pads on here. I told you there was a lot for my brain to handle today. So.
This is great though. Like, I think we're all just absolutely really enjoying this demo. Viv says, I want to have a go at the lights. Looks amazeballs when it's finished and so fun to make. Yeah, just give it a go.
Find some more long foam pads. I've got everything in here. They must be here. There we go. And that wire will sit nice and flat under your foam pads. Don't worry about that. You just need to give it a good squish down. Make sure you're not covering any of your lights up. And then fill in a couple of these gaps so it doesn't go saggy in those places.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, just get that maximum coverage with your foam pads.
Take this down and then we'll take off our foam pads. Okay, so this is the tricky bit. What we're going to do is we're going to slide this through the little gap here, the back of our card, pull that through so it's nice and neat, and then we can line this up on the front.
And you don't need to put your parchment on at this point?
No, we're going to put that on the top.
Oh yeah, because you've hidden it with your frame. Yes, sorry, yeah.
So we're going to do that. And then, just to keep Bex happy, we'll get this
just
on.
Put it on now.
So she doesn't think I forgot how to do it.
I was a bit like, oh, do you not need to put that on first? I'm like, no, it's not going on underneath, it's going on top.
No, we're going to pop this over our aperture here. So we've done that, you don't need to panic. Then what I like to do is just take a foam pad, the bottom of this here.
Oh, everybody is, Jackie Bradley says, absolutely mesmerised with this demo. Delcy Ritchie said, didn't know it was this easy to do lights in cards. Catherine Brooks says, me too, absolutely mesmerised. Even just adding the tape and foam pads is mesmerising. It's the little things, isn't it? Linda Grimes says, I'm mesmerised. Never mind friends and family, I'm going to do this card just for me. This would be honestly, you could do this as a sign or a plaque, couldn't you, for the Christmas?
You certainly could, yeah.
For your Christmas decor. Just have it in your window.
So we're just going to add a couple of foam pads to this one so we can pop it over that top corner. I'm going to go in and use one of those beautiful border strips. No, I'm not going to put that down because I need to do my border strip first. It's just as well I said that out loud.
Border strips going on.
So we can cut this down, we know, to 3 notches under the 7, and then it'll fit perfectly. I have a flat surface and I'll stop putting things in my own way. 3 notches under the 7. A little bit more tape. And already just with that gold at the background, you can see how it brings it to life.
Absolutely.
But even more so. I'm sorry, you're not getting the lights till right at the end. We'll do a big reveal.
Do you know, I was going to say, it's the best. Just keep us waiting.
So we're just going to pop this down.
That looks beautiful.
Just brings that detail back in, doesn't it?
Yeah, it matches the frame perfectly too.
I'm going to pop this in this corner so it's just sat above there. We'll go in with the sentiment.
What are you going with?
We are going with sending warm winter wishes.
Beautiful.
And I think I might actually just tuck that underneath. But we can do that because we've got a layer of 2 foam pads. We can do that on one and it'll still tuck under but have a little bit of definition at the same time. So as long as that's ending, although I do quite like, no, we'll do that. Choices.
So many.
So many.
Ooh, that looks good.
Gold gems, have we got any?
We must
Everybody's
have.
favourite in here. I'm going to use these really like soft gold ones actually.
Ooh, yeah.
Just for that little bit of, they look a little bit more like light, like glow up kind of thing.
Right, those sepia gemstones are ridiculous. If you're getting this kit, you need to add these into your basket. You've got all of those fur colours, those animal colours, you know, the orange for the fox.
Yeah.
Obviously this beautiful sort of like champagne-y gold that Kat's using. Get him in, get him in, get him in.
Right, you ready?
Yes.
Ready, steady. She says. Ta-da!
Woohoo! Oh, that is so beautiful. We have so many studio lights in here as well. It looks even better in normal natural light. Oh my goodness, Kat, that looks so fabulous.
And just look at the back. That's all we're left with. So everything is completely covered up, and you could even put another top or something over the top there if you want to. You need to have access to your switch.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's too.
I don't. Well, you can only hide so much, can't you? You still got to turn it on and off. Look at that. What an incredible make. The love for this card is insane. Brenda K says, lovely card. Love the addition of lights. Diane Hatcher says, I am loving this card with a million love heart emojis.
Thank you.
We're all going to be getting on Amazon and getting ourselves a little pack of fairy lights, aren't we? Next part of the show, I'm not even ready because I was mesmerised just as much as you guys. Win It Weekly reminder. Okay. For these stunning dies, we want to know what summer stone fruit is a member of the rose family. Is it A, coconut, B, mango, or C, peach? Answers coming in. We're going to announce that on Friday. But back to our gorgeous Winter Woodland, and we are going to show you that parchment, and I did get some Miri ready for Faith, though I feel like Kat showed it off with the Miri too. Are you ready for the prettiest parchment you have ever seen in your life? Winter Woodland printed parchment. We did something similar with our Meadow Hares winter last year, and it was so good, and we did it also with our Wildlife Blossoms, but this is something else. 16 sheets of our beautiful parchment here, 4 different designs, 2 of each, featuring four of each. 4 of each, and there's 4 designs. Okay, cool, sorry. 4 designs, 4 of each. I thought that actually there was a few too many here. Stunning animals that are featured throughout the collection, but on a delicate surface. Let's put this behind some Miri, shall we? And then this is how it looks with that little bit of you go from this to this. How incredible is that? And just how warm does it make those animals look?
It really does, doesn't it?
Actually, yeah. Jess, would you be able to grab us a piece of silver as well? Sorry. Just because this looks so warm and cozy, and I bet if you got a piece of silver Miri, it'd look really cool and frosty. So let's just, how different does that look? It looks crisp and white and snowy. So absolutely incredible. And obviously you could be experimenting with all your colours and everything like that. Again, so great to just pop your middle frames over that you normally just have to shove in a storage box and sort of forget about them. Well, you can use them on here for that little bit of a subtle framing. Again, you could be using them just like Kat and popping some fairy lights. I also think we need to talk about Anne-Marie's lantern at Hobby. Wasn't it stunning? Spectacular. Absolutely amazing. It blew my mind. So as you can see, you've got kind of all the creatures on here, your wolf, your deer, your wren, your bunny, your pheasant on here. And let's just keep going, shall we? Because we have got more to show you. Where are they? Have I buried them? Oh, here they are, here they are, here they are. Right, we've got some just everywhere. Here we go. This is the one with the badger and the fox that Kat showed us. Again, you get those little baby animals down there. They're so cute. Look at their sweet little faces. And again, absolutely beautiful mixture of portrait and landscape. And again, you can just see how kind of translucent it is. It's so beautiful. Again, it looks so luxurious as well. And then we move on to our beautiful patterns here. Again, just so soft and delicate. And then again, you can put them behind any surface to just give it that little pop of colour, but also kind of soften it down as well. Really, really beautiful. And then you've got this one as well with those sort of sheath patterns as well, and that winter foliage. So gorgeous. We love it. And then we have our, is this our Adorable Scoreable, Jess? Our Matastic collection. If you want the extra cardstock, our designers have chosen colours that complement your collection, and you can see how well it's complementing it. Wowzers. So a mixture of colours in here. We've got our willow tree, we've got our forest fern, we've got indigo sky, we've got licorice. This one does pain me. I think it's intense espresso, burnt sienna, ivory, and then your gorgeous, beautiful. Oh, this one's pebble grey. You've written them on the back for me as well. Oh, could have just saved myself the trouble. A beautiful colour palette, 8 colourways, 3 of each. And again, you're just going to be able to pick out anything from there, even everything that's soft grey. I can see that indigo sky here with this stag, the sky, all of those beautiful fur colours, the black for the badger, the burnt sienna for the fox. Absolutely stunning. And then just the piece de resistance of this little section of our show is our ribbon selection. Now again, somewhere I've buried it. Here it is. We have got a wonderful selection of ribbon for you. Double face satin, 7 mils thickness, 12 colours and 2 of each. And again, look at these fabulous colours. You get those beautiful soft greys and neutrals in there, all your fur colours, gold as well to match your foiling, orange for that fox, just for that nice pop of bright colour. You sort of woodlandy forest green, navy, all of your colours, all in a really nice handy bag for you to be popping onto your projects. And we've got some more makes to show you. Wowzers, these are phenomenal. And we've got this one from Barbara, just framing that lovely image with a die cut frame on there. Again, a little piece of parchment in the background on here. Again, I think that's been backed onto that warm, cozy gold. It is absolutely stunning. Yeah, just look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Again, a few snowflakes and some really interesting use of the arches there. We've got this one that utilises that ribbon, just a little pop at the top. It looks so good. And again, these gemstones are rather fabulous too. I love those. That's another one from Barbara. She had so much fun with this kit. And then we've got this little kind of Polaroid with all of our winter friends on here. Absolutely stunning. Again, you could be popping some lights behind there if you wanted to. You've got all of those creatures in there just behind those apertures. They look absolutely stunning. But we're going to get a second demo in, aren't we, Kat?
We so certainly excited. Are, yes. So this time I'm going to play with the little books, and I've chosen this cute guy because he doesn't feature in the main collection.
Yeah.
And he's just so sweet. We love a little chipmunk. And again, another sneak peek, I'm going to be bringing in some stamps. So, because we always say when it's fantastic little books, you can stamp on them. But it's something we don't really show you. So I thought I would. So I have gone, and Bex will show you these in more details later. I have gone with our gorgeous squirrel one here, but I'm just using like the flourish element from the top, because he is a chipmunk and not a squirrel, and that would offend me.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know whether
they could be friends.
I was going to say, are they pals in the real world? Well, I don't know.
I think they live in different areas, don't they? So I'm just picking that up on my acrylic block. I'm going to go in with Memento because I'm going to be using my alcohol markers. And we're just going to add an extra border all the way around, and it gives your little book page such a different look. I'm going to keep my lid off because I'm going to need to keep inking up. So I'm going to start in the middle, and we're just going to come half off. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. We're just going to have a play around, keep twisting it so you get different shapes and different elements. And give this a really good press down. And already, just with the black, you can see what kind of a different look you are creating. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm just going to spread this. In fact, should I do 2 little ones? I am. I'm going to pop a little, so I'm just turning it the other way around.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Just so we can make it fit. So don't worry, there's always a way. Just keep playing. And you'll get it in there. So again, I'm going to go and do a half one.
Ooh.
But already, doesn't it completely change?
Yeah.
Change the look of it.
It looks so good. It looks so fancy.
So let's see what we've got room for here. What I might do is do one in the middle and then 2 halves up and down. And just look at that already.
Wow.
Nothing fancy, we're just taking that and giving it just a completely different look. But then we're going to elevate it even more. I've gone to my Prism markers and I've just picked 3 simple colours that pick up on the design. I've got 539, which is a brownie colour, 427 and 414, which are my greens. And I'm going to use my brown for like my berry dots. Now you could use a red, but I just think this works much better with the tones that we're using in here.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go all the way around. And again, if you're not the most confident with your colouring, this is a great way to start because the effect that it gives you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're not working with like the whole, you know, image. You're just gently going round something that's already been coloured. Yeah, absolutely great way to sort of start.
I'm going to use my softer green for my holly. And you can just see already when you start going in with these green colours, just how much it starts coming to life. And I'll go keep that at hand because I'm going to do a bit of blending with that. And just like my little twirls and my flourishes and a little bit at the bottom of my holly just to give it that depth. I'm going to add this darker green just at the base of the holly, and then we can blend that in back with my lighter green. And when you're all finished, you will end up with something that looks like this.
Ooh, ooh, that's gorgeous. So
I'm going to lift it up a bit because you can't.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But just that little bit of mixing and matching, and then when you compare it to the original, you've got such a different look just with a little bit of stamping. So we're going to take him, and then I've gone ahead and I've taken another sheet and I've cut him out, and I've just done it once just to just to get a little bit, just to get a little bit of depth, because what I'm going to do next is, if I can find my way under my mess, I'm going to take my mini shape builders just for a small nesting die, because I'm going to take this little sentiment here. So I want one that's a little bit bigger than it, which is the second one in, and then one that fits, which is the third one in, just to create like another little aperture on here. So the reason I've cut him out is because at this part I'm going to be cutting his tail a little bit. So when you put him back on, his tail's going to be coming over, which is a really cute detail.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's gorgeous.
So I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to try and keep my low tack take on the inside, and then just in case there's any stickage, it's not going to affect the design. I'll pop this on here. I'll cut this out. And in fact, let's try and be tricksy. If I just put that bit of sentiment sheet, let's try and cut this at the same time while we're going through.
Why not?
So we just line this up with the outside. You can free cut these, but if you've got a die that just does the job,
yeah, that's it.
We might as well try. Bring in this machine. And that'll go through. Let's take my foam pads off ready. Because me and foam pads are having a bad week this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just one of those. I was at telly on Sunday and just nothing had come off.
Oh, it's always the way.
To the point I kept giving them to Zena. I was like, I'm going to do something else. You take off my foam pads.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. They are so pesky sometimes.
I think it was just me. Sometimes I just have, I'm all fingers and thumbs. So I'll take our little sentiment out of there. I'll find where my, there it is. I thought I'd lost it.
We haven't lost him.
I was like, I've lost him. So, what have I got to do next? So we'll go ahead and we'll pop, no we'll not. I've got,
you're going to start your card.
Yeah, instead of using gold mirror for a change to pick up these beautiful gold, I've gone in with like this holly green colour.
Yes.
That is just so stunning. So I'm just going to do myself a fake matte and layer, but I'm sure this colour comes in the
The Miri mats.
In the Miri mats.
To be honest, actually, we've got the full sheets on Tenner Tuesday, so you might be better treating yourself to some A4. All of our Miri like A4 card is just £10.
What?
I know.
Hang on, it took my brain a register to what you said.
Yeah. Tenner Tuesday, clues in the name. It's £10. Sorry, 2 for £10.
What?
Yeah, I know. A huge selection, including this one that Kat is using right now. And obviously you can mix and match with your gold, perhaps, if you're getting the toppers. We've got black. We've got the lilac one that goes with the Enchanted Moments. Just absolutely loads of colours, haven't we? And you get, how many sheets is it now? 16, that's it. 16 A4 sheets, obviously. So you're going to be getting 32 A4 sheets for £10.
That is madness.
I know.
And then we can just stick that back in there, and we've got that lovely pop of that metallic-y gold, green Miri coming through, just to give it a difference. And then we're going to pop him back in, and I've done that with the construction glue, so just in case my tail is too much of a distraction, which it's not, it's perfect.
Yeah,
it goes back
great.
over there. So we'll pop him to one side. We're just going to finish off. We're going to make this a 6x6 card, and we're just going to take some of this gorgeous rustic pinecone paper.
I love this paper.
We're going to cut this to 3 notches under the 6 by 3 under the 6. I have done myself another matte layer here with that gorgeous green, and it just picks up on those undertones of the fern leaves in there beautifully. Again, I'm going to do tape because the glue is absolutely at the bare minimum. I'm going to take this. We don't need as much as we used last time because we're not cutting anything out of it. So as long as you've got it gripping in the essential places, you're absolutely fine. And I think it's such a nice way to show how you can use those flourish elements as well.
Yeah,
because you've got the stamps in here are absolutely gorgeous, like kind of standalone pieces.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like, oh, what do I do with the little bits?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And using it outside of the, the stamp set it covers, you can use them across all of your crafting.
Now pop that on there. Let's add some foam pads to the back.
This is so exciting.
And I hope I've just showed you another way that you can beef up your little book pages.
I think so, definitely.
Foam pads off, pop you in the middle, and I think this is an absolute match made in heaven.
It just looks so nice.
And then go on, I'll do the tape again. People are going to think I've been body snatched.
Do you know, I thought this even on the first demo, and then I was like, flipping heck.
It's only because I've got the tiniest. I know it's going to take longer to have the glue bottle upside down for it to come out than it is going to with the tape. Come on. Me and like dry adhesives just don't get on. I think that's why I finding construction glue made my whole life change.
Yeah, definitely. We all have our favourites.
It's literally just taking the backings off. My fingers don't want to talk to my brain and do it right. So we're just going to pop that on there, line that up, and there we have our stamped little book card.
Gorgeous. Absolutely absolutely gorgeous. And I think it takes the simplicity that we always say, just pop them on a mat and layer and pop it on your card, but then it elevates it further. It takes those techniques even further without going too far away from like the simple technique either.
Yeah.
An absolutely stunning card. Thank you so much. We've got one more to come as well, haven't we, Kat?
You have.
We have. Do not go anywhere. Right, we're into part 3 of the show, and it's 11 o'clock already, nearly. So I will get straight down to showing you the rest of our fabulous part 3 of our show, and we're going to show you some of our incredible dies that we've got to go with this collection. We have them in a set of 2, so if you want the winter woodland feel on and on, long after you've completed the kit, these are a bargain as well. How are these £10 each on this bundle? Saving £4. You've got the code there on the screen, and again, discounted if you are in the club or a diamond member. So we've got our winter wolf and our winter owl, and these are just, again, absolutely majestic. A fabulous, stunning centerpiece die here. Just one die. You can obviously mix and match your sentiments and your bits and pieces from your stash. You can cut this out with anything. We've got examples with mirror, with coloured card. We've got some that have been coloured in. The one on the packaging has been coloured in with our craft markers, and then a little bit of pattern paper behind it. So you can just see how easily they're going to work. And then again, we get our winter owl. Again, so nice, this one. Just delicately coloured on there for a stunning centerpiece, adorned with snowflakes all the way round. Both of these dies have that really nice artistic kind of touch. If you want them on their own, they're $11.99, but I just don't see why you wouldn't get these as a pair for that incredible money saving offer. They are so cool. 2 for $19.98 on that bundle. And then we have our stamps that Kat just absolutely loved. For you here, 3 A6 stamp sets are saving £8. You're getting one of these for free by buying them on this bundle, and you can get so much use out of them. You saw Kat just use the flourish element on there, which is really like the afterthought. I don't mean this in a negative way, but it's almost like the afterthought. It's not the centerpiece, and you can still make stunning cards with them. We've got 3 to choose from here. We've got the woodland deer. There again with that beautiful sort of flourishing holly and the season's greeting. So again, you can use these sentiments over and over again. With non-winter woodland collections, these are going to just fit perfectly into your stash. We have the wonderful snowy squirrel here that we saw Kat use that beautiful little border element from the set there, and you've got May the Spirit of Christmas bring you joy. Let's turn that round. You can see that all coloured and beautified. And then final, we had to include him, didn't we? Our Robin Wishes, just nestled amongst the branches and the foliage there. A heartfelt Christmas wish of peace and happiness, and again you get your little snowflake, which is so great for like little building backgrounds, anything like that, all your tags, etc. And again, look at that with a little bit of an addition of colour. Let's show you some makes, because obviously once you start getting them with the kit, you can really see how they come to life. This one's from Dawn, using the pattern paper and a little bit of prism ink and some watercolouring. I love this one actually as well. I think this one's Jane's. But just utilising that rustic kind of beige feel, framing that deer, and again building up your background with that sentiment. It's absolutely spectacular. And then again we have some die makes for you. Look at that owl in the mirror, isn't it stunning? And again we've just bowed that round with some snowfall acetate. That's from our lovely Emma. We've got this one from Jane, paper piece in it, in the black and brown, and again utilising some cardstock from the collection. We've got this one as well from Emma. How stunning does that look? This is the parchment that everybody's going mad for, with that wolf on top. Wow. Just looks stunning, doesn't it? You really don't need a lot to show this collection off. Absolutely beautiful. And then finally a little number from Kerry Williams, just again simply using some prism inks and some pattern paper on there. So we love those. They are our stamps. Quick recap of our Winter Woodland Ultimate Collection. Just look at all of the amazing toppers and cardstock that you're getting in here. So you are getting 2 of each of your toppers, 2 of each of your foiled cardstock, 2 of each of your printed, all of those inserts and pattern papers, and your 120-page little book there. You get all of those beautiful topper sets in there, jam-packed with sentiment, and a £10 saving to boot, even more if you're a Club and Diamond member. So head over to that website, you'll see more images and inspiration as well, and you could be treating yourself to this collection. But we have just about got time for one more demo, so we are going to go straight back to Kat. Are you ready?
I am just about.
Fabulous.
Could somebody, I forgot to bring them in, get me some watercolour pencils, please?
Yeah, where, are they on your desk?
Yeah, yeah. Be careful, it's like avalanche.
Oh, there's some here.
Right there. Amazing.
Jess, are these open?
So I am going to work this one with our beautiful wolf die. I think he's absolutely stunning. So I'm just going to take some of the black Matastic out of the collection, and I'm going to mix and match this. It seems like an odd one when everything's been so subtle, but with some of that gorgeous diamond sparkle shimmer card, the silver there, and I promise it's all going to make perfect sense. So we're going to start by popping him on here, and we'll die cut him one side of the black. Thank you very much, Bex.
You are so welcome. Shall I just put them here for you?
Yeah, anywhere.
Oh, Anne Richard says, after sorting my Christmas stash yesterday, I didn't buy anything else. Michelle has put, oh, I have been so good, saying I do not need anything, any more Christmas stuff, but this launch is seriously testing my willpower. I mean, it can't not. Look how stunning it is.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
And then Faith has put, just to help, it isn't necessarily a Christmas kit.
Yep.
Which makes sense.
Yep.
A valid reason to treat yourself to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It could be an animal kit rather than a Christmas
Certainly
kit.
Could. Yeah.
We find ways, we find excuses.
It's going to be a perfect kit if you just like doing like notelet sets and things like that.
Yes, because you'll have a set of 4 animals.
That's it. You'll make the most beautiful things, and things like that can be just for you or just because, or things.
Yep.
You don't necessarily have to have an occasion. So we've done him out of the black, and now we're going to go ahead and cut him once more out of these gorgeous diamond sparkles.
My darling mother is on the comments this morning.
Oh.
She doesn't often join us because she's a very, very busy lady. She is a manager of a shop, like a travel agent, and she's put, I bet you have these in your basket. How do you know this? Of course it's in my basket.
Knows you too well.
She knows me too. I know. I can't resist an owl and then the squirrel. I just needed it. I'm sorry.
Right, Bex, can I give you a little job?
Yeah.
Would you mind, just while I do a little bit of cutting into this black one here, would you mind just taking any little bits out of this?
Oh, you just want me to just weed
for
that
me?
dye?
Yes,
Yeah.
if you don't mind. Sometimes, because of the nature, because it's like a coated
Yeah.
with glitter, they just want to stick in a little bit extra. But if you can
Sure.
just save me a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this one here, and on this one we're just going to trim away the like snowflake detail. So when we back it onto the silver one, we've got those beautiful glittery snowflakes peeking out from underneath. And then I can see if there's any little bits that need poking out on this one.
Oh my goodness, even just weeding this, it looks phenomenal up close in the glitter cardstock.
Gorgeous,
oh,
isn't it?
It's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
So we're just taking out those little snowflakes, and there are lines for you to follow as well. These are so cleverly designed, so you can keep that kind of furriness detail of the edge of the wolf. Keep wanting to call him a husky, but you could easily make him into a husky if you wanted to.
I think so, especially in those like black, white and grey colours.
Yeah. So we've just trimmed them away, so you can see, I'm just going to cut a little bit more here, just where we've got a piece, just to give it another little bit of detail. It was looking a little bit too blocky on that side, so I'm just going to trim that just to give it a little bit more feathery detail. So that's perfect. And then I'm going to take some of that beautiful grey out of the collection. Oh, she's a star. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And we're just going to cut a 4x4 inch square just to layer all this onto. So we've got that nice lighter background colour coming in for us. So what I find easiest when doing with these is I'm going to go in with my purple glue stick.
Oh yeah, it's amazing on dies like this.
Wow, this one is.
It's a bit juicy.
But at least we know where we're covering. There is going to be no questions asked on this one. We're going to make sure we get it all. But remember, this does dry clear, so you've got no worries there whatsoever. And then it's just a case of lining this up as close as you can. If you get a tiny little bit of that silver shadow underneath, it's absolutely not a problem. It just looks like highlight detail. But
yeah, I was going to say, you could even actually
purposely,
deliberately,
offset it. But just work your way around. And we're going to get this gorgeous thing. And you can see on there now against the white, we've just got those beautiful snowflakes coming from behind. And I'm just going to do that. And then we're going to go again on the back here. This time making sure we're getting those snowflakes. All down. You can see it's drying as I'm doing it. It's going from that really vibrant bright purple, so
it's completely clear.
Yeah, and we're just going to pop him in there like that, right in the center. So you've got enough detail there if you wanted to leave it like that, if you're not confident with your colouring. But I think just the tiniest little bit of colour work on this just really helps bring it to life.
Yeah.
So stick very, very simple with your colours. And we're just going to concentrate on the wolf. So I'm going to take a grey, first of all, and we're just going to do little bits here. Obviously, I'll show you a finished one. But again, you want to get that kind of rough texture fur feel, so you really don't have to concentrate about what you want to do. So I'm going to do pretty much all of the inside bar the ears with this softer grey tone to start. And again, don't be afraid of being chunky with it and leaving lines, because it all adds kind of to that finished effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to come down and I'm just going to leave the very bottoms here quite untouched. Just so we've got that coming down to a paler colour. And then we're going to go in, not done the side of his nose here. And the bottom of his nose I'm going to leave quite pale as well. And then I'm going to go in with my black. And then we're just going to add like shadow. That's not black, that's green. We don't have many green wolves. Could have been rolling around in the grass, I suppose. And we're just going to touch the top of these areas with the black, just
that's
to
really
add in.
tickled me.
My brother, just a couple of weeks ago, did a wolf experience, like walking the wolves and stuff.
Oh, wow.
They really, really took to him. They were all over it, because they're meant to be quite, like, territorial. They pick, like, a leader and stuff, don't they? And oh, they really, really love my brother. You should have seen them.
Oh, wow.
It's like, you're going to have to get your own pack of wolves.
That is amazing.
So you can see, just by adding this rough texture in here, we're just really building that up. And we're just going to add a couple of soft peaches and pinks just to the ears. I'll just do one for you. Again, so you can be a little bit softer with these because it's inside. And I'm going to bring a little bit of pink round the nose and the snout here as well, just to bring it to life. And And then I always like to go, if that's more of a peach tone, and then a bit more of the pink at the centre and up the side. And then I also like to finish with just a tiny little bit of shading of the black again, just because it is a furry animal and it just gives it that little bit more texture and detail when you do that. And then I can't do something like this without going in with my white gel pen. Let me just get a little bit, make sure it's running nicely before I start. And again, the designer of these has very kindly put some lovely highlight marks in for us in those score details, so you don't have to think about it. You can just go in, we'll just go into the eyes as well, pick out those lines, and it just really comes to life. We're going to go over the nose, and then I'm just going to add a couple over the eyebrows just to add that little bit. And when you're all done,
oh, I'm very excited for this.
Keep in suspense. It's, to be fair, it's not that much different. It's just,
I was going to say, you have nearly done it all.
I spent a little bit more time on it, I think. So we'll take them out the way, and when you're all done, you should end up with something that looks like this.
Ooh.
So you really get those lovely textures going in there. And then I've gone in and I've just done a matte and layer for it with the black Matastic and the silver.
And a glitter card.
Yeah. Oh, I should have got you to get me a thing while we're there. In fact, let's just use that glue stick.
Yeah,
glue stick's gonna work.
Going on to that matte finish as well, it'll be absolutely fine. Especially with a, like, pretty much an almost brand new one like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to pop that on there, and then we'll work on the background for this guy. Now we've made our fun topper.
That is beautiful.
So let's go. I'm going to do a 5x7 card.
Okay.
I have taken, oh, do you know what I've done?
What do you need? Oh, you've cut it out the card so you were going to use.
Cut it out the cardstock, but I might be able to use it. I think I might have enough of an
edge.
Edge.
Just
I have.
Oh my goodness.
So this is how you save your stock.
Yes.
This is how you do it. So I've taken that glitter as my main mat.
Oh, we're going with the glue stick again.
Yeah, well, just because it's there today. Nice even coating of that, and then I have gone with that gorgeous tree print that we've got in the papers, but I'm really going to emphasize this because on top of it I'm going to go back to that beautiful parchment design, and this time we've got the trees, and when you layer one over the other here, hope that sticks down. Oh, I think it's not grippy enough on that thing, is it? Let's go in with some tape. We can fix this. She tried.
Yeah, I think maybe on your big mats and layers where there's a lot of surface, it just has to work really, really hard, doesn't it?
And it's textured, that glitter cardstock as well.
Absolutely.
So
it does work quite nicely for little dies and stuff.
So we're going to take this off. I will try again. So we'll just get our nice light matte and layer border. I think I'm happy with that. There we go. Take two.
Beautiful.
So then we'll cut this to size as well. So we want to come 3 under the 5.
And are you cutting this to the same size as your pattern paper, or leaving an edge?
No, I'm doing
size?
exactly the same, and it's just, it gives it that lovely extra texture in the background.
Amazing.
So you'll see once I put that over there,
Ooh.
it just really, really makes it pop. So I'm just going to add a little bit of tape in the middle here where I know my topper's going to cover it up. And on, and if you wanted any more in the corners, you can always use your gemstones and things, but we're going to go with this. So line that up again, and then just adhere it down there. Now, before I put my topper on, I am going to use, if I can find them, I'm having one of those days.
What are you looking for? My
stamp sentiments. I have had them. I've just buried them under stuff.
Are they behind you on that chair?
No, that's what I've done. I've probably knocked them on the floor. I'm having one of those. They're here.
Oh, they're here?
Yeah, knocked them on the floor. So I've gone with our beautiful overlay Christmas sentiments, and we're going to go with Winter. Wishes or Wonderland? Should we go Wonderland?
I would, yeah. It does look like a Winter Wonderland.
Yeah. And I'm just going to line these up on my block. Now, because I'm doing these both in black, I can't overlap them, so I could put them on at the same time. Because I'm using stays on,
yeah, I'm
going to do them individually, just in...
You got the...
I am going home.
We've finished her off. This kit is just... It's floored us all.
That one's not even inking.
Juicy.
Oh, for Christ's sake. You could do a whole bloopers reel on me today. So we're just gonna cover that. There we go. We're getting that nice black payoff now. So we're using the stays on because it's on parchment.
Yeah.
So it should dry down quite quick, and we're just gonna go in the middle here. Give that a good press down.
You know the little plastic thing that comes in the stays on? Because Catherine Brooks has said, I do this all the time with mine. Can you take that weird little plastic sleeve off?
Well, it's just come off now. You don't.
Well, that's what I mean. Do you actually need it? We should just chuck them away.
I don't want to advise it, and then everybody saying, "Oh, mine dried up 2 days afterwards."
Yeah, can you imagine? It's something that I've wondered before, and I was just like, maybe Kat will know.
Kat barely knows her name at this point today, so. I do love the smell of stays on though. It's got like a marzipan-y kind of smell.
It's quite worrying, isn't it? I know, because it's, yeah. It's very solventy though. Oh, this is looking amazing.
Peel that off there. Let's add a few foam pads to the back here. And we're almost done, I promise.
It's worth it, Kat. This is an amazing card.
It's such a beautiful kit. I just wanted to try and do demos that really brought the best out of it.
I think you have.
Sorry if I've been a little bit long today. Natalie's probably sat out there going, where the hell are they?
Not at all. She won't.
And we'll pop this back on the top. And then you would pop that onto a 5x7 card blank. And there we have.
Look at that. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. Love, 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 love it. Winter Wonderland with that amazing wolf dye there, that winter wolf, and the parchment, the paper, just all your stash. Bring it all together. Okay, it is time for the end of our show and time to say goodbye. So we will leave you with a few notices. TV schedule, Natalie will be with you on Hobby Maker tomorrow. She is prepping all of her lovely demos. 2 p.m. she has got our Christmas crate. Oh, you don't want to miss those. They're so much fun. She has also got 3 p.m. with a Moonstone pop-up Christmas trees. What a day she is going to have. And 5 p.m. she has got our Pick and Mix Christmas A5 stamps. I think there might even be some extra goodies in that show as well. Stay tuned. So they're all your channels, and that is your schedule for tomorrow. 2, 3 and 5. And next up on Hunky Dory TV, festive fun tomorrow with our crafty Christmas show. That is going to be Kelly and Anne-Marie with you at 10 a.m. you can all have a day off from me and join them for that wonderful, wonderful show. I'm sure it's going to be so much fun. So we'll see you there, same time, same place tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday.